First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashami or Shai Ba'ashami Kakodash. We said the apostles and elders of greatness and well. And salutation, so I can say pushing wooden or tutor and say Dean and the out, constantly in season or season, we say Shalom. And hey, once again, it's going into a little video here. And it's just basically through the Spirit. I was basically talking to someone recently, and just by the way how we speak, that we, the truth, what it is you're supposed to do, the things that you're supposed to uphold, according to the scriptures, the things that you have been taught and so forth, and just by the way that I was speaking to the person turned around and say, you have plenty, you have too much of principles, like certain things that I said that I wouldn't do because of certain reasons, and breaking it down, showing them why and so forth, even going into the scriptures and so forth, and they say, you have plenty principles, son. I was like, yeah, but that's a good thing to have, plenty principles to make it stand out, make it be different, and when you go and look up the word principle, it means a fundamental truth or proposition that serves as the foundation for a system, for belief, you say of belief, right, or behavior, or for a chain of reasoning. So that is to show you how important it is to have principle in this thing. And what gives us that principle is the laws, the statutes, the commandments, the things that are written inside of this Bible is what gives us that chain of reasoning. It's what gives us that foundation for a system of belief. That what gives us that principle, what is written inside of here. I'm gonna go to our scripture here. I don't want to open this, but to the Spirit I'll open. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, right? Deuteronomy chapter 4. I'll start from verse 4. It says, but ye that did cleave unto the Lord your God are alive, every one of you, this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. It says, keep therefore and do them. It says, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. But the point I wanted to bring out from that is that the scripture say, well, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding. And that is to show you how important it is that, hey, keeping these statutes, the laws, the commandments, and all these things that are written there inside, that what we're supposed to keep, to the common man or to the person that not in this, you will look way beyond. You will look like you said, like you have plenty principles, which she didn't say it in a bad way. Just mean like, yeah, like, hey, this is somebody that good, somebody that wouldn't do something often, and that is a good thing, because this will show you that, hey, this will show you that these laws will set you apart from a normal two-third, a common person. It says, keep therefore and do them. This is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight, right, of the nations, right? So this will show you how important it is that we keep these things. So when you look at principle, when it say a fundamental truth, what is our fundamental truth? The Bible, the things that are written there inside. It's a proposition that serves as the foundation for a system of belief or behavior, and this is what sets our behavior apart from them, from these people that be in the world. This is what set our behavior apart from them, because hey, we keep in the statutes, holding fast to the word, the commandments, the laws, all these things that we hold fast to. Our behavior would be different from them. That is why we wouldn't do certain things like them, like what they do, like the things that they do in the world. Son, because we would do things that are acceptable in the sight of the Lord, but they wouldn't. So that is why to them they would say, hey, you have plenty of principles, like your behavior, things that you're taught, even as I say, what your belief, your behavior, or for a chain of reasoning, even the way how you would deal with certain situations, you would deal with it according to what? According to the law, according to the law, or the best way that you would do it, right? So that just to show you how important it is that we keep, it's how you say, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom. You understand? For this is your wisdom and your understanding. And hey, that's so important. That's doing these things is set their apart. That's keeping what it is written here. That is scripture say, and not be hearers alone, but doers also. You understand? Let's say, so when you go down principle, let's say a rule or belief governing one's behavior. A rule or belief governing one's behavior. And what is that? That is what the laws that are written inside of here, right? That's what governs our behavior. That is why when you watch, you could say, hey, yeah, plenty principles. The principles is that we would do everything that's according to the scriptures. You understand? We wouldn't go and just deliberately break our law because they feel they could do it. No. We uphold and hold fast to this. You understand? We try to be as best as we can be in the Lord's sight. So, but as I say, to a common man, the things that you uphold, you'll be like, you'll be so good. Like to them, it's like doing this is like a evil thing. You understand? Because they so conform to the world is that whatever the world say to do, they will do. You understand? So they say a rule or belief governing one's behavior. It's a morally correct behavior and attitudes. It's a morally correct behavior and attitudes. So when somebody tell you plenty principles or hey, the principles that they're going by, you know, it's plenty that it just to show you that hey, you're on the right way, you're on the right path. It's a morally correct behavior and attitudes. So this is the way that we're supposed to be. Even that when I was breaking it down, I was going into the scriptures and showing, he said like, yeah, that's true. That's true. You understand? So this will show you that we keep this, we keep the laws, the statutes, you know, we follow what the Lord said to do. It's because we morally correct behavior and attitudes. Right, let me jump to the next scripture here. This is Romans 12 verse I'll start from verse 1. They say, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And that is what we do day in, day out. You understand? It say, and be not conformed to this world, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Right? It say, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So you see, and be not conformed to this world, and that's like I was mentioning before. You see, these people that be conformed to the world, that is why the things that that is why majority of them have no principles. They have no nothing to govern them, because the things that this world is not balanced. It off. So with the things, that is why when we watch certain things that people do, we say, hey, this place true, this place gone. You understand? I'd say, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good. What is that good? So yeah, so the renewing of our minds, how we do that, it's through what the scriptures. That is what we get to know. That is how you get to know what it to change, to how it is to deal with certain things, how it is to operate and so forth. It's by this word, right? I say, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, and ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. And we know keeping the laws and keeping the statutes, commandments, and all these things that is what is perfect in the sight of the Lord. You know, fearing Him, keep doing the things that He said to do. You understand? But I say to a common man or to whoever it is, there is like plenty. And how important it is to not be conformed to this world, because the thing this world uphold is actually against. Alright, so the things that they would do, a man who not in the truth or a man who don't know the scriptures, he would find that what it is he doing in the world is acceptable, but it's really bullshit they're doing. You understand? Where they have no principles. That's why when you watch majority of the people, you see men doing all kind of madness, men sleeping with um sleeping with other men wife and all these kind of madness that be going on in the world. Because why? They have no no as example to say, well, a rule or belief of governing one's behavior. They don't have that. That's why, because they conform to this world, and they they have no principles, they have none of that, and they being conformed to this world. That is what is acceptable in this place. Evil, wickedness is what's acceptable in this place. You understand? Let's say even when you go to principles, they say, well, from the Latin principium, it's a source, it's a foundation, and we know our foundation is what? This word, God. This is our foundation, things He said and so forth, right? This is what we build. Hey, if you're building a foundation, you have to, if and you're building upon it, you have to do you have to do the same thing that the others that build that lay the foundation for did. So that is why, as I say, when the person say, you have plenty principles, it's just me keeping it was just me talking and keeping the things that are written in this word. Right? I'm gonna jump to our next scripture here. Which is Psalms 1 verse 1. It said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law. Yeah. So he said, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and his law doth he meditate day and night. So that's to show you how it is that what is our governance, what makes us, our behavior, our attitude, the things that we do to have that principle, to make somebody say that, hey, you have plenty of principles, which is a good thing. It's because why? We meditate day and night in this law. You understand? We don't go in the way of the ungodly, nor follow that, nor uphold the things that they do. You understand? Like certain things that a man might ask you, we answer them according to what? To the law, to what it is written here. That we know that we're supposed to answer them, even if it's, hey, it's majority of the times they don't want to hear that, but it is what it is. That is what we do. You understand? Right? So, hey, no, then no matter of fact, I'm gonna go to verse 3 and 4. It say, and he shall be like a river planted by the river. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth, he shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Because at the end of the day, the ungodly have no path. They have no righteous path to go. They do whatever it is they want to do. But you know what? We keep in the laws, statutes, and commandments, be it as the meaning of principles say, what? Morally correct behavior and attitudes. A rule or belief governing one's behavior. So yeah. So hey, somebody, hey, this is true. When the person said, I say, yeah, I'll do a video on this. You understand? So with that, we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba Shem Shai Ba Shem Kwakadash. We see that when say apostles and elders agreed, must rule well. Our teachers or apostles in the truth. We say salutations to the ark, must say push wood in the truth and say in and day out. Constantly in season and season we say Shalom.